Assalamu alaikum viewers. This is my 9.2 Excel lesson, creating pivot tables. So this is the same sheet. This is the same data which I am using, which I have used in my previous lesson 9.1, in which I have created the environment for the pivot table. And the data is the same. The only difference between that and this data is that I have changed the color of the first row, and I've made it black, and the font color is basically the background color is black and the font color is white, and it won't affect your pivot table. So you can change the colors if you want to, but uh, about data cleaning I have told you about it in the previous session. So I'm basically working on a very limited data, and please keep it in mind that all these options can be applied on large data, and this is basically meant for the large data, the pivot tables. The option in Excel is like the rows can go up to 1 million, more than 1 million. See, if I control and here, first it will come to control downshift, it will come to the year 2023, and then again control down arrow, so you can see that there is the number appearing here is 1.048 million. In Urdu or Hindi, you can say 10 lakh 48,576. So there is enormous data you can enter into this worksheet, and you can work on basically pivot tables are basically good to work on that. And if you go on right hand side in columns, so they are basically right here. The sheet ends here, uh, basically horizontally, the vertically sheets end here. So there are more than 16,000 cells, columns on the right hand side. So now the space for you is enormous. So the pivot tables are basically to work on such kind of data, the large data. So, but for you to be comfortable, for the viewer, for to view the data, I have not taken the enormous data in this worksheet. But again, I want to tell you that you can apply all these tools on the large data, and these are meant for the large data. So coming back to my topic, I have placed my cursor here on the A1 cell, and I'm coming on insert, yes, on the menu, and pivot tables. So there you have two options. There are recommended pivot tables by the MS Office, MS Excel, and there are the pivot tables you can basically customize pivot table you can make yourself. So I would recommend that you opt for this option, the pivot tables which you want to make yourself. And you can check the recommended pivot tables. Like if I click it, it would ask like this. Okay, it's giving you an option that you want to basically see the data. You want to see the data. Your parameters would be in kgs. You want to see the data in kgs, how many kgs you have procured in liters, kgs, total. And you want to see it as superstore wise, from which superstore you purchase the most sum of expenditures. You can see that this is basically in descending order here. So it's giving you an option of a superstore, and then if you click it, it would become I think meat, and item wise it will give you a detail. So again in kg it's giving you a basically and expanding option. So superstore wise, so I think I will do like you can see it here that that it has basically expanded the option, and in kgs you can see beef, butter, chicken and meat is appearing. and quantity, what you have purchased. Year wise it's giving option, so it's good to see it first because it will give you a basically a overall view that how you can basically comprehend the data. But I'm not using it right now. I will do it in my further Excel sessions. I will first try to give you or teach you about how to create a table. So it's automatically it's basically taking up the range from A1 to F22. See, A1, cell A1 to F22. So it's basically automatically picking up the cells. But if you want to, if you see that if some rows are missing, you can basically by mouse through mouse you can select the data yourself like this. See, I've selected through the mouse, and then there's an option. Do you want to make a new worksheet or you want to do it into the existing worksheet? If you want to click the new worksheet, if you click OK here, it will click a new worksheet. Okay, so I will do it here. See, it has created a new worksheet. Sheet number 2, sheet 1 bracket 2. So it's a new worksheet. But what I want is, say, sheet 5, it has created sheet 5, sorry. But what if you want to show your boss or your client the data on the source sheet? So on the source sheet, I would click existing worksheet. But again, if you basically, if here it won't give you automatically the option where you want to basically place your pivot table. You need to give it a reference cell. If you want, if you don't, then if you press OK, then it will give you this error sign. Destination reference is not valid. Okay, because it's basically this location is empty. So what you need to do is you need to click this H1. You want to create your pivot table here in H1. Click OK and see. Now this is the basically I would zoom out a bit to show you. I think you on your Android or your iPhone, it's basically it would appear bit small, but on your desktop or your laptop, the screen would be a bit big, so you would be able to see it clearly on a large screen. So I would request you to kindly use or open or run this session on your laptop or your desktop. Though you can basically check it on your Android or iPhone, but my recommendation is that. So say you want to check the how much meat you have procured during the 3 years. If you click the items, it would automatically appear in rows. So, but if you basically, you can do it both ways. Uncheck it, you can basically pick it up, the items through your mouse, and you can drop it here in rows. So the rows are basically the parameters. You fix the parameters like I want to see the data item wise. See, and now I how much expenditure I have done on that. So you pick the expenditure. If you check it, just simply check it. The Excel is smart enough to basically make it appear in values, but like this. But if you want, you can also pick it up and drop it here. See, so here are the basically your parameters, and here are your values, sum of expenditures. So the next thing you want to do is you want to see by descending wise how much I have spent sorted from largest to smallest. See, and the other thing you want to do is you want to see it thousand wise, million wise, or in Hindi or Urdu, lakh wise. See this value setting. Okay, number format, check the number, and then use 1000 separator. Click it, and basically you don't have any decimal places, so eliminate this option. Zero decimal places. Make it okay. Make it okay. See, now it's easy to read. 82,750. The milk is your biggest purchase. The beverages are the second. The meat, it has ranked the basically your parameters. So these parameters can be anything. It can be the enrollment of the school. It can be the expenditure on civil infrastructure, roads, buildings, anything. So I just want to open up your mind that this is the example I have given. You can do it in any way, in on any data. So milk is here, and beverages, chicken, beef, pampers of children. So the total amount is 271,000 or 271,420 or 2,71,420 in Urdu or Hindi, if we say that. So uh, so this is the first my pivot table, my first lesson. I would again uh, proceed with it. I would give you a detail on it. This is the very beginning of the pivot table. Please try it at your home, in your office, whenever you find time. It's good for businessmen, academics, person from academics, or students. So this is the end of my this session. I would request you, if you find it valuable, then please like it, subscribe it, and share it. Thank you very much.